is up? It is Marianne, and today I'm going to be doing a Blood of Olympus prediction video for you. I'm actually going to be doing an unboxing as well. I've sent a bunch of Heroes of Olympus swag by Disney Hyperion to unbox for you, as well as a clue. But wait, I can't get it, because I was sent no such thing by Disney Hyperion or Rick Riordan whatsoever. Yeah, as you can see, I am pretty bitter about that. I'm pretty angry. Why? Why didn't you send me Heroes of Olympus swag? Huh? Disney Hyperion? Huh, Rick? What? I'm probably the biggest Percy Jackson / Heroes of Olympus fan out there. At least one of them. Come on. I want some swag too. This is the one time in my entire life in which I want something swag related, anything to do with swag, and yet you don't give it to me. I want a sweater. I want a water bottle. I want anything Camp Half-Blood or Camp Jupiter related. What? You know what? It's okay. Because you know what? I'm going to be the underdog in this situation. I wasn't sent anything, but I'm still going to make a prediction video. Yeah. And you know what? The entire Percy Jackson and Heroes of Olympus series is kind of about kids rising up and being underdogs. So yeah, I'm going to be an underdog, just like them. Hey everyone. Sorry about that meltdown. I'll try not to do that again. But anywho, today's video is actually going to be a prediction video on the Blood of Olympus. I know I didn't receive a box like a bunch of other booktubers, but that's okay because I was actually planning on making a prediction video. I actually made one a few months ago based on the Blood of Olympus, but I just never got around to uploading it. I am a very lazy uploader. I actually filmed book reviews for the entire Percy Jackson series and the Heroes of Olympus series many months ago, and I did try to put them up, but then something happened and I had to re-upload them, and now they're not even up in time for the Blood of Olympus, which greatly ticks me off. But what you gonna do about it? But yeah, for this particular video, I'm actually glad I didn't upload it because I'm redoing it now, obviously. But yeah, people did get boxes and clues, which will be something that I can add on to this prediction video. So yeah, that's something that I'm glad I did. I'm kind of glad I waited out. So yeah, today I'm going to be doing a Blood of Olympus prediction video, which is very sad for me because this is the last book that is Percy Jackson Heroes of Olympus series related. That was really awkwardly phrased. But yeah, this is the last book in the Heroes of Olympus series, which makes me very sad. And yeah, this is the last time I can come up with predictions and stuff. But yeah, so first off, I'm going to be talking about my predictions before I saw any of those unboxing videos. So yeah, after reading House of Hades, my sort of predictions, I didn't have too many, but one of the predictions that everyone sort of came up with So yeah, my predictions after reading the House of Hades, I didn't have too many, but one of the predictions I tried to come up with was who was going to die, specifically with the 7. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I said that so casually. That's how you know I read too much books in which my favorite characters die. But yeah, I tried to predict who would die because there has been clues throughout the Heroes of Olympus series that 1 or 2 of the 7 would die. I know that there would have to be 2 that would be sacrificed to Jaya, I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong, to Gia. But yeah, we know that 2 people have to be sort of sacrificed to Gia in her terms, and 1 would have to be a boy and 1 would have to be a girl. So I tried to come up with a prediction for that, and my prediction for that would be that the boy and the girl would be Hazel and Frank, which makes me so sad because I love everyone in the 7. So yeah, that's sort of something I predicted. Frank, because Frank sort of went through an entire transformation. I talked about this. I made a video about Frank, but he went through sort of transformation throughout the series in which, you know, he started off as this awkward, shy boy, and he kind of grew up a little bit. He was forced to mature, especially in the House of Hades. And at first, he was kind of deemed unworthy to be a sacrifice. But now look at him, you know, he's a praetor of New Rome, and, you know, he he's come so far, and I know Mars has also said that Frank would have to make a sacrifice, I believe, something along those lines, and I feel as though, you know, his sacrifice will be fighting for the Seven, fighting for the two camps, and fighting for the world. And then, yeah, just like his mom died out on the battlefield, and I'm kind of afraid that will happen to Frank. So yeah, I kind of switched it around. So either Frank may die on the battlefield, that's my prediction, or he'll be one of the two that will have to be sacrificed to Gia. Yeah, and Hazel also kind of along this same realm for Frank, you know. She kind of started off as this shy girl, wasn't very sure of herself, and then, you know, in the Mark of Athena and the House of Hades, you know, she kind of gained a backbone. You know, she was not defensiveless at all in the beginning, but, you know, she kind of came into her own, and she kind of was able to prove that, you know what, I can kick some butt, and I'm not afraid of you, and she just has grown into her own person, and I feel as though now Gia will probably think that she's worthy of being sacrificed, even though I feel as though she's just as great as anyone of the Seven. I don't know, the reason I'm throwing out that theory is because I just feel as though it won't happen. I feel as though that's something that Gia wants, but in the end, it just won't happen. Another theory that is actually pretty huge, and no one really talks about, is it's just kind of accepted within the fandom that Gia will be defeated, just like Kronos was defeated in the Percy Jackson series, and I feel as though she'll be defeated too. I feel as though it's not as though Rick is predictable, but I just feel as though, I don't know, I just think it's pretty obvious that Gia will be defeated, although not without great sacrifice, which is what I'm sort of talking about right now. But yeah, so yeah, now let's talk about the other members of the Seven in terms of Gia's sacrifice. I don't think Leo will be sacrificed to Gia. He kind of has no one to be paired up with. Yeah, I don't think Leo will be sacrificed to Gia, in terms of the one boy and one girl. I don't think it'll be Piper and Jason. I just don't, which, yeah. No offense, they're actually my least favorite characters of the Seven. I don't know, I love the Seven. I don't know, I like Jason and Piper a lot more now than I did at the end of The Lost Hero and at the end of The Mark of Athena, but they still aren't my favorite characters, at all. But yeah, I just don't think they're gonna die. I don't think they'll be sacrificed. And that just leaves Percy and Annabeth, and I know 100% it is a given they will not be sacrificed. There will be an attempt to have them sacrificed, but they won't be sacrificed to Gia, nor will they die. They've just been through way too much throughout the entire Percy Jackson series and the entire Heroes of Olympus series. They went to fucking Tartarus and they survived. They deserve a break. I'm pretty sure Rick knows it too, and I'm pretty sure he knows that the fangirls will come to his house, including me, and stalk him if Percy or Annabeth die. So, yeah, that was a lot. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to be surviving. So yeah, that's sort of the whole sacrifice part. Back to the death part, I really do think that if it's going to be anyone in the Seven, it will either be Frank, Hazel, and Leo. I don't think Leo will be the sacrifice, as I said before, but I do think he has a chance at dying. Oh, I love him too, but yeah, I don't know. He is sort of the odd one out, and I don't think he is, but he feels he isn't. Yeah, it just, I don't know, I feel as though that might work against him, and he might end up being sacrificed, maybe end up with Calypso somehow. That was really random, but yeah, Cleo, but yeah, I don't know, I think he has a chance of dying. But it pains me to say it. So yeah, out of the Seven, I do think either Frank, Hazel, or Leo will be the ones that will die, if anyone has to die. I think there's a good chance the Seven will come out unscathed, or unscathed. I feel as though there's a good chance. I hope Rick doesn't kill them off, but I don't know. Now let's move on to other characters besides the Seven. Now, Nico. Nico. I honestly feel as though Nico is the #1 character that is poised to die. Gosh, it just pains me to say that about Nico, but I don't know, I feel as though, in the Blood of Olympus, Nico will kind of come to realize who he is which sounds really cliche, and I don't know if we ever really find ourselves as people, but I do feel as though he'll come to accept himself. I feel as though he's been in a period of self-loathing and self-hating and hating others and just hating the world, and I feel as though in this book he'll finally begin to accept himself and end up dying. That sounds so bad, but I do think he'll be going to Elysium, I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce these names, but yeah, I do think he'll go to Elysium if he dies. I don't want him to die, but that's just my theory. I don't know, I feel as though also Nico will come out to Percy, make a confession about his feelings toward Percy, which I'm very excited to see how Percy may react to that. I think it's inevitable. I think that's just going to happen for sure. But yeah, it's really interesting because Nico did end up sailing off with Reyna and Coach Hedge towards Camp Half-Blood because the two camps are fighting, which leads me to another prediction. What is going to happen with the two camps? I don't know. This is going to be really hard to predict because, you know, the book is only so many pages. I'm predicting it's about 500 to 600 pages, maybe a little bit more, but yeah, that seems like a lot, but it actually, I don't know if they'll be able to fit all of that in with, you know, the final battle and then the battle between the two camps and just, yeah, but yeah, between the two camps, I don't know. That's really interesting because I know a lot of people suggest the idea of a merger between Camp Half-Blood and Camp Jupiter. I don't know. I feel so that could be possible, but then it'll kind of rewrite the whole, like, Percy Jackson series. It'll change things a lot. I don't know, it may happen, but I do feel as though the Romans and the Greeks are way too different to sort of get along. I do know, like, obviously there are people like Jason and Percy who can, you know, flicker between the two camps, and yeah, so I do feel as though it could be possible to have them merge together, but I don't know, I do feel as though it'll be good if they're separate. I do think that in my opinion, the most logical thing to happen would be that the two camps would finally accept each other, acknowledge their existence, all the campers would know about the other camps, and they would be allowed to visit people from the other camps, but they would stay in their respective places. That's what I'm sort of hoping for, because I love Camp Jupiter and I love Camp Half-Blood, but I don't really want them to mix, because I do feel as though it's kind of cool having two separate camps that are so different, and you have, like, the whole new Rome aspect and everything. I don't know, I remember some people came up with the theory that there would be a sort of version of New Rome that would be made for Camp Half-Blood. Some people called it like New Athena or something, which makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, yeah, I doubt that would happen, but I do think that maybe there will be something called like New Greece or something, where they'll have like the same sort of feel of New Rome, like where people can grow up and stuff, so that would be really cool for like Percy and Annabeth and just the rest of the seven if they wanted to visit Camp Half-Blood, something like that, but I don't think the two camps will merge together. Yeah. And then who else is there? There's Reyna, oh my gosh, I love Reyna so much, and I don't know, I don't think she'll die. I hope not. I really love her. I think there is a small chance that she'll die sacrificing for the two camps to like merge together. She won't really die in the battle with Gia, or why am I now remembering? It's Gaia, right? Gaia, yeah. I don't think she'll die in the battle with Gaia because she's obviously not going to be over there. But I do think that there's a chance that she might have to sacrifice herself for the two camps to come together. But I hope not. I think that's just a slim chance. I really hope Reyna survives. She's like the independent, strong one. I love her, and yeah, I love how she doesn't really need a guy or anyone else there. I love her being independent. So yeah, that's for Reyna. And then there's like some other characters mixed in as well that aren't, I'm not going to say aren't as important, but yeah, I just feel as though Reyna and Nico are almost as a part of the seven themselves. Kind of like a nine. The nine. Yeah. Yeah, okay. As for the characters who weren't as heavily focused on as the 9, or the 7 plus Reyna and Nico, the 9, yeah, as for those characters, so stuff like, or characters like Coach Hedge, and some of the other campers. I don't really have as much predictions. For Coach Hedge, I do think that he'll survive, obviously. Oh, wait, what if he dies in battle? I know his wife, Melly, is pregnant, which I was predicting, and I was right. Yeah, she's pregnant, and then what if he dies during battle because he loves war, and then it'll be so ironic because he dies doing what he loves, and then he won't get to be with who he loves. Oh my gosh. Wow, I'm such a terrible person for thinking of that. Wow. Poor Coach Hedge. But I do think there's a chance that you'll survive. Like a 50-50 chance. So don't worry, Coach Hedge. Don't worry. Yeah, so that's for Coach Hedge. And then, let's see, other campers. Rachel. Rachel, she is the Oracle. She was barely in this series. She was only in The Lost Hero, really. She was also in House of Hades, like, communicating with notes, but she basically only fully appeared in The Lost Hero. So yeah, I miss Rachel. I think she'll be a great help to sort of, like, aiding, like, the two camps to come together. I do think that she'll be really great at mending it. I know a lot of people want her to meet with Octavian. I don't think that they'll get along very well. I think they'll sort of clash, but they'll have to learn to get along, but I don't think there'll be, like, any romantic pairings with them. I think we only have, like, one book left, so there isn't much time, but yeah, I wouldn't want them together. Maybe. But yeah, as for Rachel, I think she'll just be helping the two camps together. And then we go to Octavian, which is like the only character I think the fandom is okay with dying. Besides Gaia, but she won't really die anyways. But yeah, as for like someone who can actually die, I think Octavian's the only one the fandom is okay with dying. I don't know. I'd rather him die a million times over any of the other characters pretty much. But, I don't know, I hope he learns to sort of get over himself. I don't think he's, like, horribly evil. I just think he's very power-obsessed, and I think he may be feeling insecure that he's not really, like, a direct demigod. I think he's, like, second in line, if I remember correctly. Like, he's just, yeah, I think, like, maybe his parents or great-grandparents or something were, like, demigods, but he isn't, so maybe that makes him kind of insecure, like, he isn't as powerful as other demigods. Maybe that's why he's obsessed with power, but yeah, I don't know. If he dies, I mean, I don't think I'll be sad, but I don't think I'll be sad if he doesn't die and he, like, kind of redeems himself. Maybe he'll be a sacrifice and redeem himself. That's really interesting. But yeah, I don't know. Octavian, you know, kind of done with you. I'll give you this book, but yeah. And then there are other campers who haven't really shown up at all. I know people are bringing up Dahlia. I don't think she'll really make a big appearance unless it's like at the end and she'll be like, hey, Jason. And then have like, I mean, like a, yeah, brother-sister moment. But yeah, I don't know. And then I know people are bringing up like Will Solis, and I'm just like, what? And Rick Riordan confirmed that he'll be appearing in this book. I don't know if he was being sarcastic on Twitter, but yeah. So that'll be interesting. I don't know, I just want to see the campers. Clarice. I want to see Grover. I want to see him in this book. Yeah. I want him to reunite with Percy. I need him, Percy, and Amethyst together in the Golden Trio again. Yes. But yeah, those are basically my predictions before seeing the clues. After seeing the clues from all of the videos that were sent out, I'm still bitter about that, by the way. All of the clues that were sent out to the various booktubers who made the videos, the clues in their books actually didn't change my predictions as much as I thought they would. I know everyone got like a card that said who will survive, and then this name, which was the 7 plus Nico and Reina. In the beginning I thought it was just going to be 7 predictions, so I was like, oh no, are the 2 who aren't going to be mentioned not going to survive? Because it's like, who will survive? So now I'm kind of like, I don't know, since it's all 9 of them, kind of, I don't know, one big speculation I have is that everyone will survive, like I said in the beginning. I mean, not everyone, but like, yeah, the 7 plus the 2, I don't know. Yeah, they may survive because of the clue. But then there were also some, like, little parts of them that kind of point to otherwise. I know, like, a big one was Jason. After reading the clues, I honestly feel as if Jason has a pretty big chance of dying. Actually, after the Mark of Athena, and after the last hero, really, I kind of had a feeling that Jason might be on the path to becoming a sacrifice and might possibly die in the battle. And then in the House of Hades, it kind of went away a little bit, but now after that clue, it's kind of coming back. It feels like he's kind of like the golden child, and then he may have to be like sacrificed, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. I like Jason. You know, he's not my favorite, but I've grown to like him a lot more, especially after House of Hades. So I don't know. I don't want him to die. I mean, what's gonna happen to Brayson if he dies? How will Brick feel? What? What? Oh my gosh. Yeah. But yeah, after the clues, again, I do not think that Piper will die at all. I just don't. I think she's like definitely assured, like, to me, to not to die. I feel so I'll be very surprised if Piper dies. Yeah. And then again, Percy and Annabeth, I don't think will die even after the clues. But I do feel as though Percy will kind of be in a repeat dilemma with the Mark of Athena, in which like Annabeth will try to go off to fight on her own, and Percy wants to kind of help her, but she's going to be like, no, you know, we can't both have a sacrifice because I was in the clue. They're going to want a boy and a girl, and I have to do this on my own, and Percy's going to have to sort of, you know, realize that he can't always help everyone like he did in the Mark of Athena. So yeah, that's the only thing that I think will kind of happen with Percy. That I think more things will happen, but I don't think they'll die. The clues kind of pointed me towards Hazel and Frank not dying, so I don't know. I do feel as though they still have a chance that they could. I'm just rambling at this point, but yeah, I do feel as though they still have a chance at dying, but I don't think it's as great as I thought it would be, like, the chance of them dying before. After the clues, Leo, I feel, still has a pretty big chance of dying. But yeah, Nico, as I said before, I feel as though he'll like finally come into himself and then finally be happy and die. But then he'll reach Elysium with his sister Bianca, finally be able to meet her again and be happy again and finally be at peace instead of being conflicted between the two camps. That's my prediction for Nico. Nico, I still do feel as though I think he has the biggest chance out of everyone. Like, oh, I love them all. I just want them all to survive. But yeah, that was just, those are my predictions for the Blood of Olympus. Wow, I can't believe it. I can't believe it's out so soon. I don't know when this will be up. Yeah, with my history of uploading, this will probably be up in like 5 years. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below your prediction. But by the time I post this, the book will probably be out, or almost out, so you'll probably have read it. But if you haven't read the book, feel free to let me know your predictions down below. But yeah, oh my gosh, well, I can't believe it's almost out. Oh, the last book. I just, the last predictions I'm going to be making for Percy Jackson / Heroes of Olympus related series, at least as far as we know. But I don't know. I'm like excited but also sad. But yeah, those are my predictions. I'm so sorry I rambled on and I keep saying these are my predictions. That was a really long video, as always. But yeah, I'm excited. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And I'm excited to rewatch this and see how much I got right or how far off I was. And yeah, so yeah, I'm ready for the Blood of Olympus. Are you? Woo. Bye everyone. Thank you for watching if you watched this. Bye. Seriously though, can I just have some Blood of Olympus swag? Please. I really want like a hoodie. I have the t-shirt, but I really want the hoodie and everything. Extra books, the water bottles, the buttons. I want it all. Bye.